As hundreds of employees are let go from Stellantis, many are wondering what impact this will have on the auto industry.
What if I told you that Jeep, the legendary name behind rugged adventure and off-road dominance, is falling apart, and fast? The brand that once ruled the American roads is now losing loyal fans at an alarming rate. Why is this happening? For decades, Jeep has been synonymous with freedom and exploration. From World War II roots to becoming an icon of the American dream, Jeep was more than just a car, it was a lifestyle. But today, cracks are forming in its once unshakable reputation. Sales are dropping, quality complaints are piling up, and competitors are stealing Jeep's thunder. This isn't just a slump, it's a crisis that's shaking the entire automotive industry. But why are Americans turning their backs on Jeep? Is it the jaw-dropping prices, the growing list of quality issues, or has the competition simply left Jeep in the dust? And most importantly, what does this mean for you? What's happening? Imagine a time when the name Jeep wasn't just associated with vehicles, but with a lifestyle, a promise of adventure and rugged exploration. Jeep's origins in World War II marked it as an icon of durability and resilience. Soldiers trusted these vehicles in some of the harshest conditions imaginable. And when the war ended, Jeep seamlessly transitioned into the civilian market, capturing the hearts of those seeking freedom on and off the road. The Jeep Wrangler, with its boxy silhouette and rugged tires, became more than just a car. It was a badge of honor for those who craved the outdoors. The Cherokee added a layer of practicality without losing that adventurous edge. Each model seemed to embody the American spirit, blending capability with a no-frills can-do attitude. For decades, Jeep dominated the off-road segment, becoming the go-to choice for adventurers, families, and everyone in between. Owning a Jeep wasn't just about getting from point A to point B, it was about making the journey an unforgettable experience. The brand wasn't just a part of American culture, it helped define it. But today, the landscape looks very different. Jeep, once untouchable, is now struggling to hold on to its audience. The rugged reputation that carried it through decades of success is now under threat. How did a brand so rooted in American tradition and resilience find itself at the edge of a cliff? Sales collapse and consumer discontent. Jeep's sales figures, once a symbol of its dominance, are now a glaring red flag. In recent years, dealerships have struggled to move inventory, even with aggressive promotions and financing offers. Once loyal customers are turning away, disillusioned by rising costs, quality concerns, and a brand that feels increasingly out of touch. Industry reports paint a grim picture. Jeep's sales have declined by double digits, and the inventory backlog is growing. While competitors are celebrating strong years, Jeep is grappling with unsold vehicles that sit on dealership lots for months, draining resources and morale. Even its once flagship models like the Wrangler and Cherokee are no longer immune to this crisis. The problem isn't just about numbers, it's about trust. Jeep enthusiasts who once swore by the brand are now questioning whether it's worth the investment. Online forums and social media are flooded with complaints about reliability issues, overpriced models, and a sense of betrayal. For a brand built on loyalty, this is perhaps the most damning sign of all. What's most troubling is that this isn't just a temporary dip. Analysts warn that Jeep's struggles are a symptom of deeper, systemic issues within the brand. Fixing them won't be easy, and time is running out. Pricing problems. At the heart of Jeep's decline lies a fundamental misstep: pricing. Once celebrated for offering rugged, no-frills vehicles at accessible prices, Jeep has shifted its focus toward more affluent buyers. Models like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee, which used to embody practicality and adventure, now come with price tags that feel shockingly out of reach for the average American family. Consider the Wrangler, a vehicle synonymous with off-road capability. Today, a well-equipped model can easily exceed $50,000. Add a few optional packages, and that number climbs even higher. For a buyer financing their purchase, this can translate to monthly payments exceeding $1,000, a significant burden for most households. Even Jeep's more affordable models, like the Compass, now come with sticker prices that force buyers to question whether they're getting enough value. The rise in interest rates has only made things worse, pushing Jeep further out of reach for its core audience. This pricing strategy has alienated the adventurers and off-roaders who once flocked to the brand. Jeep's vehicles are no longer seen as accessible tools for exploration. They're now perceived as overpriced luxuries. In trying to compete with high-end brands, Jeep has lost sight of what made it special in the first place. Quality concerns. Reliability eroded. For decades, Jeep was celebrated for its rugged durability. The brand's vehicles were trusted to tackle the toughest terrains and the most unpredictable conditions. But today, that reputation is in tatters. Jeep's vehicles are plagued by frequent recalls, costly repairs, and declining reliability rankings. Take the Cherokee, once a cornerstone of Jeep's lineup. Owners have reported widespread issues with its transmission, with some units failing entirely after just a few years. The Wrangler, a model that once symbolized off-road capability, has faced a wave of complaints about persistent roof leaks, engine malfunctions, and electrical problems. These issues aren't just isolated incidents, they've become a trend. Consumer satisfaction surveys consistently rank Jeep near the bottom, and the brand has been hit with several high-profile recalls involving critical safety components. For buyers, the question isn't just whether they can afford a Jeep, it's whether they can afford the long-term hassle of owning one. What makes this even more damning is the stark contrast with Jeep's competitors. Brands like Toyota and Subaru have doubled down on reliability, earning top marks in surveys and delivering vehicles that stand the test of time. For buyers weighing their options, the choice is increasingly clear, and it's not Jeep. The rise of new challengers. For decades, Jeep enjoyed an uncontested reign over the off-road market. If you wanted a vehicle capable of tackling the most rugged terrain, Jeep was the obvious choice. But that era of dominance is fading fast, thanks to a wave of new challengers redefining what it means to be an off-road vehicle. Ford's revival of the Bronco has been nothing short of a masterstroke. When the Bronco returned, it wasn't just a nostalgic nod to the past, it was a calculated move to steal Jeep's crown. The Bronco has everything modern buyers want: off-road prowess, cutting-edge technology, and a fresh, youthful energy. It's not just a competitor to the Wrangler. In many ways, it feels like an evolution of what an off-road vehicle can be. Toyota too has been making major moves. The Toyota RAV4 Adventure and the Toyota 4Runner have become favorites among buyers who want rugged capability without sacrificing reliability. Unlike Jeep, which has struggled with quality issues, Toyota delivers vehicles that feel both modern and dependable. Even Subaru, a brand not traditionally associated with hardcore off-roading, has carved out a niche with models like the Outback Wilderness and the Forester, offering a balance of ruggedness and everyday practicality. These new challengers aren't just competing, they're excelling in areas where Jeep has faltered. They're offering vehicles that feel more reliable, more affordable, and more aligned with the needs of today's buyers. For Jeep, this represents an existential threat. It's not just losing market share, it's losing relevance, where Jeep falls behind. In today's automotive world, innovation is everything. Buyers no longer just want a vehicle, they want a technological experience. Safety features, infotainment systems, and eco-friendly powertrains have become non-negotiable for many consumers. And yet, Jeep seems to be stuck in the past. Take electric vehicles, for example. While competitors like Tesla and Ford are racing ahead with electric options, Jeep has been slow to adapt. The plug-in hybrid Jeep Wrangler 4xe was a step in the right direction, but it feels more like a half-hearted attempt than a bold vision for the future. With its high price tag and limited range, the 4xe has struggled to gain traction in a market increasingly dominated by electric vehicles. Even in areas like safety technology, Jeep is lagging behind. Advanced driver assistance systems, which are quickly becoming standard across the industry, are often missing from Jeep's lineup or relegated to expensive trims. For buyers who prioritize safety, this is a glaring omission that makes Jeep feel outdated compared to the competition. Meanwhile, brands like Ford and Toyota are setting new benchmarks. The Ford Bronco, for instance, seamlessly integrates off-road capability with modern technology, offering features like terrain management systems and advanced connectivity options. Toyota's focus on hybrid and electric powertrains has positioned it as a leader in sustainability, further widening the gap between Jeep and its competitors. For Jeep, the lack of innovation isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a liability. As the industry moves forward, Jeep risks being left behind. Mixed messaging. One of Jeep's biggest challenges is its identity crisis. For years, the brand was synonymous with rugged adventure. Owning a Jeep meant embracing a lifestyle of exploration and freedom. But today, Jeep seems unsure of what it wants to be. On one hand, the brand is trying to maintain its off-road legacy with models like the Wrangler. On the other, it's pushing luxury SUVs like the Grand Wagoneer, with price tags that rival premium brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. This split focus has left buyers confused. Is Jeep still the rugged, down-to-earth brand they fell in love with, or has it transformed into a luxury automaker trying to compete with European giants? This mixed messaging is alienating buyers on both ends of the spectrum. Hardcore off-road enthusiasts feel abandoned by Jeep's push toward luxury, while premium buyers remain skeptical of a brand still associated with rugged utilitarian vehicles. Competitors, by contrast, have leaned into their identities. Ford's Bronco is unapologetically an off-road vehicle, and Toyota's RAV4 Adventure strikes a perfect balance between practicality and a sense of adventure. Jeep's inability to clearly define its brand is making it harder for buyers to connect with its vehicles. The ripple effect on the industry. Jeep's struggles aren't just bad news for the brand, they're a reflection of broader trends in the automotive industry. Changing consumer preferences, rising competition, and a rapidly evolving technological landscape are forcing automakers to adapt or risk irrelevance. For years, Jeep's success was built on its ability to deliver rugged vehicles that appealed to a specific niche. But today's buyers are looking for more. They want vehicles that are not only capable, but also fuel efficient, technologically advanced, and affordable. Jeep's inability to meet these demands highlights a growing disconnect between what the brand offers and what consumers expect. This shift is reshaping the entire industry. Brands like Toyota, Ford, and even Subaru are capitalizing on Jeep's missteps, redefining what it means to be an off-road vehicle. At the same time, international automakers are stepping up their game, offering models that blend reliability, innovation, and value in ways that resonate with modern buyers. For Jeep, the stakes couldn't be higher. The brand isn't just competing for sales, it's competing for relevance in an industry that's changing faster than ever before, alienating core buyers. Once known for offering rugged, dependable vehicles that didn't break the bank, Jeep has veered sharply into premium pricing territory. For many buyers, Jeep's escalating costs feel completely out of step with the brand's historic image. A well-equipped Jeep Wrangler now costs well over $50,000, and adding optional packages can push the price even higher. For the average American family, these price tags are daunting. Monthly payments for a new Jeep can easily exceed $1,000, especially with rising interest rates on auto loans. In an economic environment where buyers are already stretched thin, Jeep's pricing strategy feels tone deaf. The adventurers and off-roaders who once formed Jeep's core audience are being priced out, forced to look elsewhere for vehicles that align with their budgets. Even Jeep's more affordable models, like the Jeep Compass, are now creeping into price ranges that make buyers question their value. Why spend $35,000 on a Compass when you can get a better equipped, more reliable vehicle from a competitor like Toyota or Subaru? This issue isn't just about sticker shock, it's about what buyers perceive they're getting for their money. Jeep's vehicles no longer feel like rugged, dependable tools for adventure. Instead, they're starting to look like overpriced lifestyle accessories that fail to deliver on their promises. The reputation Jeep can't escape. Jeep's once pristine reputation for durability and ruggedness is now overshadowed by mounting reliability issues. Owners are reporting everything from minor electrical glitches to catastrophic mechanical failures, painting a picture of a brand that's struggling to meet quality expectations. Take the Jeep Cherokee, for instance. This popular model has been plagued by complaints about its transmission, with some owners experiencing complete transmission failure within just a few years of purchase. The Jeep Wrangler, another iconic model, hasn't fared much better. Despite its off-road pedigree, the Wrangler has faced criticism for persistent leaks in its roof and a host of engine problems. These issues aren't just anecdotal, they're reflected in consumer satisfaction surveys and reliability rankings, where Jeep consistently trails behind competitors. Brands like Toyota and Subaru, by contrast, are celebrated for their dependability, offering vehicles that buyers can count on for years without frequent repairs. Jeep's frequent recalls only add to the problem. Recent years have seen recalls involving critical safety components like airbags and braking systems, further eroding consumer trust. For many potential buyers, the question isn't just whether they can afford a Jeep, it's whether they can afford the headaches that come with owning one. The quality to cost disconnect. One of Jeep's biggest challenges is the growing disconnect between the price of its vehicles and the quality they deliver. Buyers are willing to pay a premium for a vehicle they believe is worth it, but Jeep's quality issues make its high prices hard to justify. Imagine paying $50,000 for a Wrangler only to discover that it leaks when it rains or develops engine problems within the first few years of ownership. For many buyers, these experiences feel like a betrayal, especially when competitors are offering better vehicles for less. This disconnect is driving a wedge between Jeep and its most loyal customers. The off-road enthusiasts and adventurers who once swore by the brand are now questioning whether Jeep still deserves their loyalty. And as these customers walk away, Jeep is left with a shrinking pool of buyers willing to take the risk. The competition's winning formula. While Jeep struggles to maintain its footing, competitors are thriving by offering vehicles that align with modern buyer expectations. Brands like Toyota, Ford, and Subaru have crafted winning formulas that blend reliability, innovation, and affordability, leaving Jeep scrambling to keep up. Toyota's approach is a masterclass in meeting consumer needs. Models like the Toyota RAV4 Adventure and the Toyota 4Runner deliver off-road capability without compromising on reliability or value. These vehicles feel modern, dependable, and accessible, everything Jeep's lineup currently lacks. Ford's Bronco, meanwhile, has become the Wrangler's most formidable rival. By combining rugged off-road features with state-of-the-art technology, Ford has created a vehicle that feels both adventurous and cutting-edge. The Bronco's success highlights just how much Jeep has to lose if it continues to fall behind. Even Subaru, a brand traditionally known for practicality rather than ruggedness, has carved out a niche in the off-road market. Models like the Outback Wilderness and Forester strike a perfect balance between everyday usability and off-road capability, offering an appealing alternative to Jeep's increasingly expensive and unreliable lineup. Jeep's identity crisis. Jeep's struggles aren't just about pricing or quality, they're also about identity. For decades, Jeep represented freedom, adventure, and rugged exploration. Owning a Jeep wasn't just about driving a car, it was about embracing a lifestyle. But today, that identity feels muddled. Jeep's push into the luxury market with models like the Grand Wagoneer has left buyers wondering what the brand stands for. Is Jeep still the rugged off-road icon it once was? Or is it trying to compete with premium brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW? This confusion is alienating buyers on both ends of the spectrum. Hardcore off-road enthusiasts feel abandoned by Jeep's shift toward luxury, while premium buyers remain hesitant to invest in a brand still associated with utilitarian vehicles. Competitors, by contrast, have leaned into their identities, offering vehicles that feel clear and consistent in their purpose. Jeep's mixed messaging is a major barrier to reconnecting with buyers. In a crowded market where clear branding is crucial, Jeep's inability to define itself is making it harder for the brand to stand out. The fallout. Perhaps the most troubling aspect of Jeep's decline is the erosion of its loyal customer base. For years, Jeep's buyers were some of the most passionate and committed in the automotive world. Owning a Jeep wasn't just about transportation, it was about being part of a community that shared a love for adventure and exploration. But as the brand has struggled with quality issues, rising prices, and mixed messaging, that loyalty has started to fade. Buyers who once swore by Jeep are now looking elsewhere, drawn to competitors that offer better reliability, more affordable pricing, and clearer brand identities. This isn't just a loss for Jeep, it's a warning sign for the entire industry. When a brand loses its most loyal customers, it's incredibly hard to win them back. Every buyer who walks away represents not just a missed sale, but a dent in the legacy Jeep spent decades building. Jeep's missed opportunities. What makes Jeep's decline even more frustrating is the sense that the brand is squandering its potential. Jeep has a rich history, a strong brand identity, and a lineup of vehicles that could still resonate with buyers. But instead of leaning into these strengths, Jeep has made a series of missteps that have alienated its audience. Take electrification, for example. The automotive industry is moving rapidly toward electric vehicles, and Jeep has been slow to adapt. The plug-in hybrid Jeep Wrangler 4xe was a step in the right direction, but it's not enough. Buyers want more than token gestures. They want a clear vision for the future. Similarly, Jeep's focus on luxury models like the Grand Wagoneer feels out of touch with its core audience. While there's nothing wrong with trying to expand into new markets, Jeep's execution has left much to be desired. Instead of feeling like a natural evolution of the brand, these luxury offerings feel like a departure from everything Jeep once stood for. Can Jeep reclaim its place? Despite all its challenges, Jeep's story isn't over. The brand has faced tough times before, and it has always found a way to bounce back. But this time, the stakes are higher. The automotive landscape is more competitive than ever, and Jeep's ability to recover will depend on its willingness to adapt. One possible path forward is for Jeep to double down on what it does best: off-road capability. Instead of trying to compete in the luxury market or spreading itself too thin with a wide range of models, Jeep could refocus on its roots. Models like the Wrangler and Gladiator are still beloved by enthusiasts, and leaning into their rugged appeal could reignite interest in the brand. At the same time, Jeep needs to innovate. Electrification is no longer optional. It's essential for staying competitive in a market that's rapidly shifting towards sustainability. Jeep's plug-in hybrid Wrangler 4xe was a good start, but it needs to be followed by a comprehensive plan to electrify more of its lineup. Learning from competitors. If Jeep hopes to recover its footing in the automotive industry, it needs to take a close look at its competitors. Ford, Toyota, and Subaru have all demonstrated how brands can adapt to changing consumer expectations without losing their core identity. Jeep must follow suit, learning from their strategies while crafting a comeback plan uniquely its own. Ford's Bronco is a prime example of a successful revival. Ford took the nostalgic appeal of the original Bronco and modernized it, combining off-road capability with advanced technology and a fresh sense of adventure. Jeep could do the same with its iconic models, like the Wrangler, focusing on innovation while staying true to the rugged image that made them famous. Toyota's success lies in its consistency. By prioritizing reliability, value, and practicality, the brand has won over a wide range of buyers. Jeep could benefit from adopting a similar approach, building vehicles that deliver on their promises and fostering trust among buyers. Even newer entrants like Rivian have shown what's possible when innovation meets purpose. Rivian's electric adventure vehicles are redefining what it means to be rugged in the 21st century. Jeep must recognize that innovation doesn't mean abandoning its roots. It means finding new ways to express them. The importance of rebuilding trust. One of Jeep's biggest challenges is rebuilding trust with its customers. The brand's reliability issues and pricing missteps have left many buyers feeling frustrated and disillusioned. To win them back, Jeep must address these concerns head-on, demonstrating a commitment to quality, affordability, and customer satisfaction. And this starts with improving the quality of its vehicles. Jeep must invest in better manufacturing processes, rigorous testing, and robust customer support to ensure that its vehicles meet the highest standards. Recalls and reliability issues have damaged Jeep's reputation, and fixing these problems should be a top priority. At the same time, Jeep must rethink its pricing strategy. The brand's move toward premium pricing has alienated its core audience, and it needs to find a way to make its vehicles more accessible. Offering affordable entry-level models and transparent pricing will go a long way in restoring buyer confidence. Rebuilding trust also means reconnecting with the Jeep community. For decades, owning a Jeep was about more than just driving a car. It was about being part of a lifestyle. Jeep must tap into that sense of community, engaging with its fans and showing them that their voices matter. The road to redemption. Jeep's current struggles don't have to define its future. The brand has faced challenges before, and it has always found a way to bounce back. But this time, the road to redemption will require more than just nostalgia and brand loyalty. It will require a fundamental shift in how Jeep approaches its vehicles, its customers, and its place in the market. First, Jeep must refocus on what it does best, building rugged, capable vehicles that inspire adventure. Models like the Wrangler and Gladiator are still beloved by enthusiasts, and Jeep should lean into their strengths to reignite interest in the brand. Second, Jeep must embrace innovation. Electrification, advanced safety features, and cutting-edge technology are no longer optional. They're essential for staying competitive. By investing in these areas, Jeep can position itself as a forward-thinking brand that's ready for the future. Finally, Jeep must rebuild its relationship with its customers. This means addressing their concerns, listening to their feedback, and delivering vehicles that meet their needs and expectations. The Jeep community is one of the brand's greatest assets, and reconnecting with that community will be key to its recovery. Jeep's story is far from over. The brand that once defined adventure and freedom still has the potential to rise again, but the road ahead is anything but easy. Jeep must adapt, innovate, and reconnect with its audience if it hopes to remain a force in the automotive industry. What do you think? Can Jeep overcome its challenges and reclaim its place as an American icon, or is the brand too far gone? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.